Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I'm Skull King, and last time we basically just walked around the camp talking to people. Don't remember if we finished our conversations with Win or not, so let's talk to her again, see if there's anything new to learn from her. And I think then we only have Liliana left to talk to, so.
What's on your mind?
Is there something we can do to cure you?
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
In a sense.
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
You're not afraid?
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
Are you content?
I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we? What's on your mind?
Do you have any regrets at all?
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
Tell me, it might make you feel better.
Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
I could see how this could be trouble.
What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home. Time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential, just to be difficult.
That just seems so unlike you.
Oh, age and wisdom have mellowed me. I was quite different back then. Much more unforgiving. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
What happened to... Anarin?
Anarin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
Phylactery?
The phylactery is a vial of blood taken from a mage. But blood is connected to life, and your blood can be used to track you down. They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
It's not your fault, Wynne.
I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed in Aaron. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Maybe he did find the Dalish.
The Templars are well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
Then maybe his sacrifice was worthwhile.
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
Alright, there we go. We got her quest. I don't remember how to get Severance. I think Severance you just get by running into it. Standard, I think Shale you also get just by running into it in Deep Roads, I believe.
The stars are out.
There is still beauty to be found in this world.
It comforts me to know that the stars will remain untouched by the blight. That whatever happens down here, they will shine eternally. Their light undimmed. There is a story about that cluster of stars over there. Do you know it? Elindra and her soldier?
I can't say I've heard it.
A long time ago, there lived a fair maiden called Elindra. She had many suitors, but spurned them all, for she did not love them. One day, Elindra was sitting by her window in her father's castle, singing and dreaming, when her lovely voice caught the attention of a young soldier. Entranced by her song, the soldier drew near to Elindra's window. As their eyes met, he fell in love with her, and she with him. When Elindra told her father about the man she had chosen, he was furious, for Elindra was high-born, but her love nothing more than a common soldier. To keep them apart, he had Elindra imprisoned in the highest tower of his castle, and sent her soldier to the wars. Alas, not a month had passed before news of the soldier's death reached Elindra. Alone in her tower, Elindra wept for her love, and beseeched the gods to deliver her from this cruel world. So earnest was her plea, that the gods themselves were moved. They gathered Elindra into their arms and lifted her high into the heavens, where she became a star. The gods also raised up the soul of Elindra's soldier love, and there he dwells, across the horizon from her. The band of stars between them is a river of Elindra's tears, cried for her lost love. They say that when Elindra has cried enough, she will be able to cross the river to be reunited with her soldier.
That's a beautiful story.
This story is one of my favorites. A tale of a love so great and so enduring that it defies death and moves the gods to action. Sometimes I ask myself, does such a love exist? Can it exist?
If we lose hope in love, then we are truly lost.
I never expected you to say that. It is a pleasant surprise.
I'm secretly a terrible romantic.
I have to say there is a certain severity to you. Finding a person behind that all is nice. Maybe you should let your softer side show more often. Sometimes, following your heart, not your head, leads you to remarkable places.
Okay.
I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me, safer.
I know what you mean.
I feel the night grants us a reprieve from the troubles of the day. Silly, isn't it? The darkspawn never sleep, and they lurk in the shadows.
We are all entitled to a little silliness now and then.
I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Well, I talk and you listen mostly. Sometimes I succumb and fall asleep and wake to find you still watchful. And I know you're watching out for me.
You never have to feel afraid with me.
What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm comfortable around you. I know you'll be there when I need you. You are our leader and my friend, and sometimes I think that maybe we could be more than that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl. Some bard I am.
You're cute when you're embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm just flushed because of the heat.
I've always wanted us to be more than just friends.
Really? No one told me. You felt the same way and didn't do me the courtesy of informing me? You made me say all those things. Why couldn't you have said them first? Oh, you... Oh, how very awkward.
I thought you were comfortable around me. No. That's me. I'm a terrible person.
Oh, chivalry is so dead, making the lady spill her guts like that.
I just try to kiss her.
Well, that settles it then.
Alright. Well... Trying to think of what quest we should do next. Do I have... What's my inventory look like? I need to go to... Okay. So let's go to... Soldier's Peak and drop off some of this equipment. Sten?
Yes.
When?
Yes.
Liliana?
Indeed.
Oh no, that's not the team I need. I'm gonna have to switch my team one more time before heading to the Frostback Mountains. Standing low. Look at that one. I think I'll keep that one. Strength. Okay, so that's what I need to get to. Did I keep the... Yeah, I did keep the other crystals. Okay. Ooh, what's this do? I think I will put that on there. I'm not sure what any of this stuff does. Alright. Sure. Frostback Mountains. Just once I get past the main entrance, I can always go back and change my party if I need to. There for a second, I thought we got an encounter right before we entered the mountains. You know what? I think we'll end today's episode right here. I know it's a little bit shorter of a video this time, but I just kind of want to end it before we get into this next part of the story. So go ahead and leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the little bell icon to be notified when I post my next video, and share the video with anyone you know, and leave a comment down in the comment section below if you can want to say anything to me or give me advice or suggestions. I accept everything and I respond to every comment. Until next time, Skull, have a good one.